We stayed around the mark in round 17, a score of 2,597, up a very small bit, 6 spots to 89 overall. Could have been so much more. Super frustrating from the Thursday night, as the title suggests. But at least we didn't lose any ground, so we take that. A lot of good came out of this round, some outstanding premium scores on each line. Defense really good besides the obvious, which we'll get to. Midfield, we love those scores. Neil VC as well. Rucks were phenomenal. Marshall played an absolute blinder. And the forward line a little bit down compared to the other lines, but Errol played a hell of a game. Cogs 30 touches and 3 goals. Thought he deserved more than a 119, but it is what it is. And now we got to talk about Jake Lloyd's 31. Subbed out early in the second, playing a great game to that point. And of course in comes Toby Nankervis, well after Lloyd's handballed it off. Lifts up the elbow, collects him in the face. Lloyd's on the ground, and my heart dropped. Like, of course, on the Thursday night, this just had to happen. Lloyd's not massively owned either, around 12%. Pretty big pod in the team. That was so deflating. He's going to miss this week against the Dogs as well. Hope Nank enjoys his vacation. But now we got to hope Chincotta keeps his spot so that we have cover for the week. It's not great cover looking at his past couple of scores, but as long as he plays, better than a 0, I guess. We made the 2 trades from last video as well. So it wasn't a nice feeling seeing Jack Steele absolutely dominate against Melbourne. Like, he was everywhere. That's what we wanted from him as a pick. And of course he does that as soon as we trade him. So that's not a great feeling, but hopefully Millsy can outperform him from here. And we had Liam Henry to cover Dunkley. Traded him in for Eddie Ford. Dunks is going to miss again against Melbourne, hopefully back the week after, but I don't know what to make of his injury at this point. We can't trade him, only 1 trade left. I'm not going to use it on Dunks. If I could get him to Sicily, then I think I'd actually take that risk if I could go Dunkley to Sicily, but that's not possible without restructuring how my premiums look, so I'm not going to do it. So we'll have Henry cover another week. What would happen if I went Dunkley to Sicily is that Roberts would move into the forward line, Chincotta into defense, or Sinclair, Dawson, Day, anyone with DPP there. And then we'd get Sicily in, so it is possible, but that would mean Henry is permanently on field, which was not my intention when trading him in, so I don't want to restructure the team like that. So we'll just stick with what we have and just hope for the best. So we'll set up the team for round 18. Get Sinclair on field for Lloyd and Chincotta on field for Constable. Hey, maybe with Stewie Jew getting sacked, there might be a small bit of hope for Constable getting back in the side. Never know. But this will be how the team looks for round 18. Captains this week, haven't thought about it too much, but could stick with Neil VC against Melbourne. Mids have been going off against them recently. Obviously Steele this past round. Yeah, could go Neil into Dacos. But yeah, that will do it. Expectations aren't high for this round with Lloyd and Dunkley on the bench. One more thing on Lloyd. Picking him over Ryan, absolute disaster to this point. I wasn't high on Ryan because at the time, Freo had been winning games and Ryan was scoring in the 80s. So I thought Freo would stick to what was working to that point. But of course they've gone to trash again and Ryan's seagulling to his full potential. So that's great. That's another bad trade decision we're going to have to live with. But hopefully next week we get both Lloyd and Dunks back on field. Lloyd for sure, Dunks, we'll find out. But good luck to you all for round 18, and see you in the next one.